Hello and welcome to the Bumpa Business Stories podcast. I'm your host, Talula Doherty Aditono. Now, you may be wondering, what is Bumpa? Well, think of Bumpa as your e-commerce best friend, helping you to grow and scale your business online and offline by offering you a website, inventory tracking, analytics, and a whole lot more. Check out Bumpa at www.getbumpa.com. Now, on to today's guest. We are joined by a powerhouse in the tech and fashion world. Yes, I'm talking about Ebele Udoh Grant, who is the founder of African Designers Mall, a fashion retail marketplace, and also Brandbox, which is a technology company. And there's other businesses that you have. You're just a serial entrepreneur. We'll be talking about all of that today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. You look amazing.
Thank you. So do you. I'm wearing a similar shade of, similar shade of grey. I love that. It's like we planned it, but we didn't.
It's good to be here.
Thank you so much. So let's first talk about African Designers Mall. I feel like it's a fashion company that has been making waves both online and offline. I see you in the press, I see you on Instagram, and I want to know more about where the inspiration for African Designers Mall came about.
Thank you. So first of all, African Designers Mall came from a personal experience, because when I traveled out most of the time, my friends and I, we love dressing up, very fashionable clique, but we being outside the country, we loved Nigerian designers, but we couldn't just buy Nigerian designers, only when we come back to Nigeria, things like that. So before that, I had a tech background, right? I worked in a tech company, and I thought about infusing fashion and tech. What can I do to bridge this gap? I saw the space and I wanted to do something. So I thought, okay, e-commerce is not that big here yet. Let's do something about that. I spoke to a couple of people, they said, oh, it's for men, you don't have to, delve into that kind of business. You can just design your own clothing and sell. But that wasn't the point. Because on Farfetch, I could go there and shop any international designer on the go.
Yes.
But we didn't have that here. So I leveraged that information to think of a solution, which is having a marketplace where different global customers, can have access to craftsmanship from Africa. So it's not just about, it's more like ADM, African Designers Mall, is more of a tech company than a fashion company. So we do fashion retail, but we provide, what we've done is we've provided a back-end structure for different African brands to retail. So we don't keep inventory. People place orders with us. We hold the money. The designers ship to the customers directly, and we pay them and we make commission on sales. But it's a whole lot tougher to have people come on board, because we're trying to sell well-finished products, premium products from Africa, just to change the narrative about things from Africa are substandard. That kind of ideology,
yes,
which is really bad. We have, it's not all lies. We have a lot of creatives here. We have incredible talent, but we are yet to tackle the issue of finishing and well-made products. So we are kind of very particular about the brands we promote, because we want to push out great brands from Africa. So that is how ADM came about in 2017. So part of the reasons, I didn't say, we actually, after we began in 2017, we ran for a year, then we shut down.
Wow.
Yes, we did. Because
what made you shut down? What were the challenges that you faced?
We faced a lot of challenges, because one was, the major issue was finishing. So because we didn't start as a premium brand, we started as a brand that had both upcoming brands, established brands as well. So wanted to be inclusive, right?
Right.
So we had a lot of brands retailing, but the problem was that a lot of them did not understand that finishing was what we were selling.
Right.
Well-made products from Africa. So people they passed the first stages to be on board, then they start shipping substandard goods because we don't see the products, right?
Right, yes.
So a lot of customers started complaining that what we have on the website is not the same with what they receive. You know, what I bought versus what
what I ordered versus what I got.
You know,
yes.
that stuff scares me so much. So we had so many issues. And I told my team, you know what, we're going to refund everybody. We're doing international refunds. It was so bad, yes. So
that must have been so stressful.
Yeah, it was stressful, you know. And I told my team, we have to shut down. There's a problem. We need to restructure this business, redo it. So now when we shut down, it gave me time. It was sad. I was in tears. I cried, you know, because I'd put so much. I'd quit my job.
I can imagine.
I'd put so much to build this for Africa. It wasn't about me or Nigeria. It was about the continent.
Of course, yes.
So I shut it down. Then we had to wait for about a year and a half to restructure it. We did a more robust back end, and we now I started finding the designers I knew that could represent Africa. You know, I got brands from SA, Ghana, Nigeria, so it just cuts across, but we're still growing. We're still trying to discover more brands, but I'd rather have 10 brands I could trust that represent, like, you know, well-made products from Africa, than having 100 brands that I can vouch for.
Of course. So you made it sort of a more curated experience because you wanted to be able to guarantee the quality and the, you know, the end product that your customers would be receiving.
Yes.
I think that's very courageous, because I think, you know, once money is coming in and a business is running, to say you're going to stop the business and take time to restructure to make it better sometimes can be daunting, because you've already put so much in to get it going already. So I think it's really amazing, you know, what you did.
And one of the reasons I did that wasn't just about the money. You know, I want to create something that will outlive me. You know, like, it's about having this brand from Africa where anybody around the world that wants to buy well-made products from Africa can just go there, buy it, and the experience will wow them. Like, the finishing is on point. You know, the brands are, you know, they are building a brand, not just making clothes.
Yes, I understand. And I want to talk about investment, because, you know, when an entrepreneur is taking on this sort of massive, you know, business idea, you mentioned Farfetch. We all know the valuation of Farfetch. You know,
we are coming. You know,
but I'm sure African Designers Mall is coming. It's coming for your neck, Farfetch.
Absolutely, by
you
God's
know,
grace.
ADM is on the way. So, did you get any outside investment, or did you sort of rely on, you know, your own funds, friends and family, and that sort of thing? Can you talk to us more about the funding behind the business, ADM?
So, till now, I've not gotten any external funding. I've bootstrapped my business from the beginning, which is actually intentional. I wanted to. I've had like different I've had different investors, you know, approach me. You know, they've seen what I'm building, but not until this year, I've declined all the offers, because after I shut down, we started again in 2020. I wanted to run the business for extra 3 years.
Okay.
With my money, so that, because taking investor money is another level, right?
There's more responsibility. They sort of have an oversight of your business.
So I know what I need now. I know where the money is gonna go. I know what the expansion for the brand is. So now I'm ready, and I've started the conversations.
Okay, fantastic. I love that approach, because I think sometimes when you're offered investor money, the money is there, right? The money's on the table, and there's so much temptation to just take it because it's being offered, not necessarily knowing how you're going to implement it into your business, or how it's going to help your business to grow. So I think it's very disciplined of you that you were able to just say, no, not the right time, but when it is,
I totally agree. No, it was
conversations.
A tempting period, but I had to do it so that if I want funding now, I know, you know, I know the value of the company. I know what we're making. I know where the funding will go to.
Yes.
And I know where the company is going to the next 4 to 5 years.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. And, you know, you're a serial entrepreneur. You've got Brand Box as well, and you've got ADM projects.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about your other businesses, and also how you're able to just juggle all of them and keep everything going?
Yeah. So I'm first of all, I'm the digital powerhouse, right? Because I believe in the digital space. Like, I don't have like a physical store or things like that. I love the I love being digital, right? So Brandbox is a tech company. We're focused on digital services and support for small and medium-sized businesses. we build like apps and websites and guide you through your digital transformation for your business.
Great.
So we do that for we've been doing that for a couple of years now, and it's good business, and Nigerians are beginning to be open to going digital with their businesses. Before now, it wasn't even a thing. Everybody wanted a brick and mortar store.
Yes.
No, but now people are embracing, digital solutions.
I think also because of all the wahala, that means stress.
I know.
Sometimes it goes into running a physical business.
So
in Nigeria, the operational costs from your generator to your
Yes.
staffing to even like governmental costs and
Yes,
taxes that need to be
absolutely.
paid. It can be very stressful.
Yeah. So if I believe people will see more reasons to have boost their digital presence, because that's where that's where the world is going. Like if you look at international brands, clothing brands, or other lifestyle brands, they are beginning not to have more expansion of the brick and mortar. They are all making sure their digital spaces are solid.
Yes.
So that way they are saving cost as well.
Definitely, most definitely.
When Nigerians are not yet there, we're coming.
We're coming. I think there's a trust issue still when it comes to buying online. People are scared of being scammed. If you go to a store and then it's not what you wanted, you can always go back to the same store. You know where the store is located. Whereas if it's online, it's just a bit more intangible. So there is that fear. But we're getting over it as Nigerians.
That is a major obstacle for e-commerce in our region.
Yes.
Fraud and cyber crimes and all.
Yes, exactly.
But
but we're getting there. So ADM Projects is more the sort of charitable arm of ADM.
Well, it's more like it's a sustainable brand. We're driving it with sustainability because it's focused on empowering artists and artisans through painting. So this brand actually started from I went to the beach and I saw this older man painting at the beach. So I walked up to him. I told him, Baba, how you doing? Do you paint? Like, you painted all of this? He was like, yes, as he's using it to train his kids and and all in school. So I asked him, how much do you make daily? And he told me. I was like, so that's what you use? Like, he said, yes, like once in a while people buy. So I slept over it. I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I love designing. I haven't done it professionally before that. So I said, okay, no problem. Maybe I can get ADM to have a sister company, but it's sustainability driven in terms of supporting artists, because we're not really art collectors in this region. We love art, but we don't really collect art. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of artists that are out there. They have this talent, but they can't cash out with the talent. They can't make money from it. Mm-hmm.
Or very little if they do.
Very little, exactly. So I said, you know what? I will design the products and I'll get these different artists to paint on them and we'll sell them, and they make a percentage of each sale.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what ADM Projects is. It's a wearable art brand that empowers artists and artisans to paint on clothing. So that way people around the world are experiencing their art and they're still making money to improve their standard of living.
Yes. I love that. I think I've seen some of your art. Is it on dresses?
Sometimes? On dresses, shirts. Yes.
I've seen them on Style Connoisseur.
That's my girl.
I love it.
Yeah,
she reps the brand well.
So it actually, the openness of that brand wows me. The acceptance globally, it's insane. Like, people send us messages, we actually have it curated in different, like in Russia, in the US.
Wow.
Like, we have stores that carry them there.
Oh, really?
Yes, we do.
Amazing.
We do.
Want to scale your business sales this year? Then get the #1 sales app for businesses today, Bumpa, and you'll never struggle with running, managing, closing, or tracking your sales ever again. It has all the powerful solutions your business needs to run sales easily. A fully functional website, business analytics, discounts and coupons creator, inventory tracking, and CRM tool for sending emails and SMS to your customers, all in one place. And here's a neat trick. You can connect your Instagram to your Bumper app and start closing sales 2 times faster. And no, I'm not done. If you run a big business with staff, you can monitor the activities and delegate tasks to them, especially if you receive a lot of orders. You can also restrict their roles and what they see on your store. You can get started now with just 2,500 Naira for the Bumper Starter Plan or 5,000 Naira for the Bumper Pro Plan. Download the Bumper app on the Apple Store or Play Store and subscribe to take your business to the next level this year.
I was also going to ask, like,
Yes.
because I love that you have such a big vision.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about how you're able to go global with ADM and ADM projects, like how you're able to reach people in the diaspora and in the, just other parts of the world who are interested and who want to be part of this movement and who want to wear the clothes, the accessories. How do you reach them, and how have you been able to convey the messaging of the brand?
So partnership is everything, because I can't be everywhere at the same time. So what I've done with, especially with ADM projects, because I know, so the first thing I did was to understand the market I was going to reach, right? And most of them are not even in this region, they're outside the country, because they want to appreciate something from Africa, genuine, real,
Yes.
So I have this, so what I did was to create partners across, different regions. Those that reached out to us, I responded to them. I would like to partner with you. We'll send the products there. We'll tell them this has to go for this, and
Yes.
stuff like that. So it helped us to have more distribution points.
Okay.
So it's not just about it being in Nigeria or online, right?
Yes.
And also another thing we've done in terms of digital clarity is have a payment gateway that allows anybody globally to shop on our platform.
Okay.
So we're not restricted by local payment gateways. We have international payment gateways that the company is also in the US as well. So that way it gives us more openness to have more global customers. So anybody can go on our website and shop
With
globally.
any card. They don't have to
Yeah.
have a Nigerian
Trust
card
me.
or something. Yes.
You can shop
Yeah.
from anywhere in the world.
Ebele, let's talk about juggling. How are you able to, keep everything afloat from your businesses and your personal life? I know you're a married woman as well. How do you stop your business from becoming all encompassing? Because I know when you're passionate about something, especially as entrepreneurs, when we're passionate, we tend to go all in on our businesses. And sometimes we're not really looking at the other areas so much. So how are you able to maintain that balance?
So I wouldn't lie, it wasn't easy, right? Initially everything suffered. I didn't even want to be in a relationship. I just wanted to, bring my dream to life, right? Like open this, do this. But I started, as I grew and I started to understand that I have to build my business around my team, right? So I couldn't take a vacation without worrying. Like I'm like panicking. Oh my gosh, what's going on? So I decided to start building people, that will also understood the vision of the company. Like for example, they know I'm very into details, finishing, packaging. Everything must be to the T, right? So I have like a team that will handle that. I have these people for this, I have these people for that. So they all run everything by me. So
Okay.
what I've done is I try as much as possible to remove myself. I'm on like 30% now. So, but that has also helped me. And I have such an amazing human as a husband.
Aww.
He's amazing, right? He understands what I need and is the most supportive person in terms of brilliance, knowing what the companies need at a particular time, and he also knows how to take me off work, let's go here, let's have fun here, but it's basically around my team. I've been able to bring people that believe in the business, that are running with it with me, that's just it. There's no magic. I'm still there, but I'm learning to give more time to people to also understand the business, carry me along. Sometimes I laugh, I see some error, I'm like, okay, normally by now I'd have been screaming, but let's take it easy. But it's just like having a good team and having good support system. Being married it's not easy. You have to be there for your partner, you have to create family time, and stuff like that.
Yes. I think, what you're saying, a lot of entrepreneurs will be able to resonate with in terms of finding it hard to delegate, but then also needing to delegate because you have to have time and space in your life to attend to, like you said, whether it's marriage, whether it's your friendships, whether it's your family members, you can't, even though sometimes there's that intense drive to do that, you can't spend all of your time on your business. And it's important, like you said, to train up people so they're able to carry out the work just as well as you, because I think sometimes there's that expectation that people should know what to do when they haven't been given that training. So I'm really, really happy that you mentioned
if
taking,
you don't give them that opportunity, they wouldn't know.
Exactly.
And you're still stuck in one spot, because if as a business owner, as the founder of the business, if you focus a lot on not on other things that have to do with operations, you lose building the business.
Yes.
You're caught up in that space. But when you allow other people handle some parts, then you, carrying the vision, can think of bigger things for the company.
Yes.
My husband taught me that. So.
Oh, kudos to Ebele's husband. I love when I hear supportive husbands. I love that.
He made me understand that I couldn't just leave, things to be. But he had to show me that you need to carry the dream,
Yes.
Work on the partnerships, work on the bigger picture. Let other people do the operations, and run the business.
Yes.
So,
Brilliant. And I know there's women watching who really admire your story, and they also want to get into the digital space, whether it's, fashion or other aspects of digital entrepreneurship. So I'd love to know what advice, you'd give them to start and grow their careers in e-commerce and in the digital space.
So I would say e-commerce is the in thing, right? Is the money right now. But before you go into e-commerce, I would advise you understand who your market is. You have to know the kind of e-commerce you want to go into. Is it B2B? Is it B2C? Is it C2B? So there are different aspects of e-commerce. Do you want to deal with business to business or business to customer and all that? And you need to also know who your market is. It's not just about having a product. It's about knowing who you're selling to, where they're going to be, what location they are. So if you don't do all that, it will be difficult for you to sell online. You have to understand that having an e-commerce business is one, making sales and breaking even is another. Because at the end of the day, a lot of e-commerce companies shut down in their first year because they didn't do the due diligence to starting an e-commerce business. It's not just about aesthetics and websites. It's more about understanding the products. That's one. Understanding your market, then your customers, knowing who they are, their age, their location,
right.
Whether it's female or male. So those things are key, especially when it comes to digital space. Then also, after you've done all that, then you can start driving sales to your website through social media, content marketing, digital marketing and all. But the first thing is to understand what kind of e-commerce you want to go into. Do you want to do marketplace? Do you want to do B2B, B2C, or whatever? It's good to define those angles before you even, move forward. But if you want to go into the digital space, please go into it, because that's the world we're in now.
Yeah, I agree. Ebele, thank you so much. I feel like my brain is bursting with ideas, literally, after hearing you talk so passionately about, about e-commerce, the digital space, obviously AI. We're in the age of AI right now. And, I love seeing women pursue their dreams so fearlessly and also with so much knowledge while also making impact, which is what you're doing. So congratulations, and wishing you much, much, much more success.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So on Bumpa Business Stories, we have a game. It's called the Bumpa E-commerce Trivia Challenge.
We
like to test your knowledge of e-commerce to see how much, you really, really know. So if you're ready,
let's go.
We can start. Let's go. I love that. Okay, question number 1. Which type of marketing involves leveraging influential personalities to promote products or brands through their own social media platforms?
Influencer marketing?
Can I go through the questions? The answers?
Oh, you have to.
There's answers. There's multi-choice.
Okay, great.
It's multi-choice. A, content marketing. B, influencer marketing. C, guerrilla marketing. D, viral marketing. Would you like to change your answer now that you've heard the...
You use influencers to market your product. That's the question, right? Do you want to start again?
Sure.
Okay.
Which type of marketing involves leveraging influential people to promote products or brands through their social media platforms? A, content marketing. B, influencer marketing. C, guerrilla marketing. Or D, viral marketing?
Influencer marketing.
You are correct. Ding, ding, ding. You knew the answer before I even started reading out the options. Okay. Question number 2. What is the term used to describe the practice of offering additional products or upgrades to customers during the checkout process?
Okay.
A, upselling. B, cross-selling. C, downselling. Or D, bundling?
Cross-selling.
Are you sure?
So, at checkout,
Yes.
upselling. No, hold on. At checkout,
Yes.
you offer the customer
Additional products or upgrades.
Okay, read it again.
The question.
Yeah, read the question.
Okay, what is the word used to describe the practice of offering additional products or upgrades to customers during the checkout process? A, upselling. B, cross-selling. C, downselling. D, bundling. I love the way you sighed.
Because it's supposed to be cross-selling.
We only have 3 seconds to go. 3 more seconds. What is your final answer?
Downselling.
Well, I can tell you that the answer is upselling.
Yes, it's upselling, right? Why do you make
Well, you said 3, or you said cross-selling. Then you said downselling.
That's upselling.
Okay.
What did I answer?
You answered cross-selling. Then you now were like, bundling. Okay, I feel like I should give you half mark. You did mention upselling.
Yeah, because you said, I said upselling. They said, am I sure? I'm like, what does it mean? It's not bundling.
Sorry, I was just trying to throw you off.
Yes,
It's my fault. I'll give you half mark.
No,
I've never given anybody half mark before, so this is an exception. But I will give you
I
the
need my
half
full
mark.
mark because I said upselling. You said, am I sure?
My darling, you said like 3, or you said downselling.
Okay, upselling, yeah.
Okay, 1.5. Okay,
1.5.
All right, so we've got 2 more questions, so you can easily
Okay,
still
great.
win
Great.
this. Okay, what is the term used to describe the percentage of website visitors who take a desired action, such as making a purchase? Is it A, conversion rate, B, click-through rate, C, bounce rate, or D, engagement rate?
Conversion rate.
You sure?
Come again. Click-through rate.
Okay, it's actually conversion
Oh
rate.
my God,
Let me not make
it's
you.
conversion
I
rate.
know conversion rate. Okay, so that's 2.5. All right, I'm not gonna say for this one. I'm not gonna say Aisha. I'll just
So is that my full mark?
yes.
Okay, great.
2.5. Is it 2.5? You've got 2.5. Yes. Out
Over
of
what?
Over 4. But there's one more question.
No, it can't be 2.5. I've gotten all. It should be 3.5.
No, it's 2.5. But there's one more question. So let's go. Okay.
You're like a worst teacher.
Sorry, I'm
Examiner.
sorry. I'm not gonna say are you sure? I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna
Okay.
go with your first answer.
Okay, great.
All right. What does the acronym KPI stand for in the context of e-commerce performance,
Key performance
measurements?
indicator.
Hold on. A, key performance indicator. B, key product innovation. C, key promotional initiative. Or D, key partnership integration.
Key performance indicator.
I can tell you're right. You've got 3.5
Over
out of
4.
4, which
It can't be
is
4/4,
it was
right?
almost 4/4. But 3.5 is still very good. That's like a
It's not
90,
good. I'm very
92 it's like a
competitive.
92% at least. So you've done well. So
To me, it's 4/4.
Ah.
Because it confused me from cross-selling and upselling, but it's okay.
but it's okay.
It's
It's
not bad.
okay. Yes, you've done very well. So thank you so much,
You're
Ebele,
welcome.
for being such a good sport and for coming on, spending time with us, and
you.
just expanding our minds and our knowledge
Thank
of the e-commerce and the digital space. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
You're welcome.